Alright. It's just something a little different. It's called Degrassi of the Dead. And what it is there's a show called Degrassi Next Generation. I'm showing you season 7 because that's the DVD set that it's on. Whatever. And it's a Canadian teen drama that I watched when I was in high school. I still watch it because I have the seasons, but they would have these mini-sodes, instead of webisodes, they would also air them on TV as well as it was on the N, the channel called the N, which is not Teen Nick. It's on second Nickelodeon channel. It's owned by Nickelodeon. But, in America, that's where they're broadcast. In Canada, I think it was on CTV, Much Music later, but, this was a special 4-part webisode in which Degrassi has been overtaken by zombies. It's aired around Halloween at this point, and there's and it has to do with just a few of the characters from the show. There's Manny, Peter, Paige, Ashley, and Jay. Are the only 5 characters that it revolves around. And they're stuck out zombies. They're outside of the school. They gotta get into the school. The zombies are surrounding them. Apparently there's been a zombie outbreak from genetically modified fruits have caused a zombie outbreak. And they gotta wait on Emma, which is another character, and they said that she was on her way with the car, but then they find her turn into a zombie after they run into Degrassi to hide. That's the school, Degrassi's the school. Run to the school to hide, and they say they gotta wait, or Manny says they gotta wait for Emma, but they show Emma's now a zombie. So Jay's like, I'm going to the principal's office to get the keys to the bus. So he runs off, and they have an argument, but Peter, the principal's daughter, says he's not gonna find the keys, because I have them, and then Jay gets bit by the principal, Miss Hatsalakos, but I was only one time I noticed this throughout these 4 parts, is that this is the only use of CGI blood that I saw, and it was terrible. Just like CGI blood, no. It was not very good at all. Jay's the first to go. And so they run, they get to the gym, because they're coming to the gym and they hide. But the zombies are coming in, they got in the building. And Peter's worried about his mom, and Ashley's like, it's not your mom anymore, she doesn't know who you are. And then she finds Jimmy, who was her boyfriend at the time. And all I'm going to tell you about Jimmy right now is that he is in a wheelchair. The next one I will explain more about. But for now, I just got to say that he's in a wheelchair. And he's just, to show him he's a zombie, he's just laying there. This is Jimmy. So you know. And yes, that is Drake. Wait a minute, isn't it? Yeah, that's Drake. He was here first. But yeah. So, after saying, oh, it's not your mom anymore, she goes to Jimmy. She's like, oh, he won't hurt me. She's only saying that because she believes he's, he can't move without a wheelchair. Well, they get distracted by the zombies at the door, and Jimmy stands up, and he's like 10 feet tall, for God's sake, in this view. And he bites her. End of Ashley. That leaves Manny, Peter, and Paige. And Manny and Paige go into like an air duct, and Peter tries to go after him, but he's attacked by zombies. Why no zombies follow them in, I don't know. But they just don't. and they get to another area where they find Derek, who's in this point was not to be a character. He's never been a good character anyway. He was in this season, the next one disappeared. I guess he was recurring previously in like season 5, but since season 5. But he kind of disappeared after a while. But, you know, he's got this crazy Einstein-looking hair, poofy and everything, and he's talking about repopulating the Earth with the two ladies that are there. And they've got Spinner, that's this guy. He's all tied up. He's got Spinner tied up, and he says, while he's a zombie, his Spinner instincts are still there, and he's like, ooh, sexy. And he wants the women. It's Spinner, I guess. And he says he's going to blow up the school, and then they're going to repopulate the Earth. Well, Paige distracts him and gets him eaten by Spinner, but he still blows up the school. So like, okay. And Paige dies in the explosion. So Manny's like, okay, if Derek's plan worked, then she can get straight shot to the bus. Nope, still zombies outside. And she's shocked to find that Peter is still alive. He's like, Manny, pretend to be a zombie. They won't hurt you. So they do that all the way to the bus until Emma's in the way. And it's just this is where it's kind of like, what? Because Emma's zombie. They're not pretending to be zombies anymore. And she just walks away. And then Manny says, even as a zombie, she's still pretty. I'm like, what does that do to anything? But I digress. They get on the bus. They're free to go, except for it's revealed that Peter's been bitten. He starts turning into a zombie, and Manny thinks free to go, and then he attacks Manny. And that's it. That's how it ends. You know, kind of like, you know, what the Dawn of the Dead ends with them all dead on a boat or something. I don't know, but yeah, this one I always thought it was kind of cool. You know, the next one I'm not sure what it's called. Can't remember. But it's I'll have to explain more of the show so you can understand what's going on in the next one. But yeah, definitely pretty good. So yeah, that's Degrassi of the Dead. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, love, peace, and chicken grease.